Well, hello, welcome again back to Cornwall Park here. We're getting set for a second game today of our triple head in the 2023 Women League Premiership. And we're going to feature a new team for 2023 City. It's a combined team between Ponsonby and Point Chev, and they're going to play the Howick Hornets. And this City team should be pretty powerful based on what we saw last year with the Point Chev team and the Ponsonby team finishing first or second and third. Behind this team here, Manurewa, which won the title, although we just see Manurewa, of course, humbled by 80 points to 6. And Crystal Rota, who's a Manurewa Marlins player, been dreading you taking over from Charlotte Scanlon. Crystal, you're not a happy camper today, eh?
Oh, not a happy camper with the loss, but I mean, it's early days, and I'm actually proud of the girls. We've got so many young girls that have some of them never played rugby league before, and they're out here giving it a go. So, it's a way to start the season, and not a good way to start with an 80-point loss, but it's only building and only up from here, Glenn. So, yeah,
absolutely. Well, fair play to the Otara Scorpions, though. They played great. All right, here's the City team. And a lot of these players, Auckland Vulcans, Auckland Akarana players, reps. We've got some internationals in this team today. Of course, headlined by Mele Hufanga. Of course, the Kiwi Ferns player from last year's World Cup. Also, we got Tanika Jazz Noble Bell in there too. A very experienced player. Likewise, Lani Marie Latour Williams, both international players as well. Here's the Howick Hornets team. We've just seen Fortumawala carve up a storm for Otara. Now her twin sister is going to give it a crack here in the centres for Howick today. Sapphire Abraham in there too, and a couple of other counties players in there too. Sarah Baldwin, Tulu Aiopolo as well, the prop forward, and their team coached by James Serra. So looking forward to seeing the Howick team in there today. City 2. Going to be an interesting game, Crystal.
Oh, it's going to be a very interesting game, and I think it's going to be an interesting season, Glenn. There's been so many players sort of shift to different clubs, and it just strengthens the competition a little bit and makes it a bit more exciting. So really looking forward to what today's games bring, and also what the season ahead will look like right across the board.
Well, it's a 7-team competition. We've just seen Otara win over Manurewa by 80. That's right, 80 points to 6. A big win for them. And now this next game, City versus Howick. And don't forget too, we've got the third and final game coming up a little bit later on today between Mount Albert and Otahuhu. And hopefully the weather will stay good for that game. But the City team, going to be interesting to see how they go, Crystal, with the combined teams it touched on. Here they are here. What are you expecting from them, do you think? And what do you reckon about the second and the third team combining into one team this year?
I think it's a good thing. I mean, both teams, had a lot of, they had international players, and obviously those players have shifted across to Australia for, other opportunities, and, Harvey Norman Cup to try and pick up NRLW contracts. But I think it's great to have the two teams combine, as opposed to, teams not playing at all. So, if that wasn't the case, these two teams probably wouldn't be able to play in the competition. So I'm loving it. I love that it makes the competition stronger and makes it more interesting, most definitely. So, they've got a strong forward pack, and they've got some damaging, backs also, as we were talking about Mele, who was outstanding at our World Cup last year. So, very, really excited. Howick also has a fresh look, and a few new players that have joined them, and some experience that have come back from last season. So it's going to be a very exciting game ahead, Glenn, and really excited to see how these two teams go up against each other.
Yes, indeed. Here's the Howick team.
Got a good mixture there amongst Howick. Just seeing them there, they've got quite a few experienced players there, and also a couple of good skillful touch players, and Charlotte Davis. It's going to be an exciting one to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. So referee Allison getting set for the game here.
It's actually quite windy out there, Glenn. You can't really feel it here in the commentary truck, but
Yeah.
It's quite windy out there. It's nice conditions for rugby league. Nice breeze to keep you cool.
Yeah, the pitch is in good order as well. So City in the green, Howick in the blue. 6 of the 7 teams in action today, with just Tani Wharo having the bye, and we'll see them in action soon. Next weekend, in fact, we'll get them into action.
Manirua actually played a pre-season game against Tani Wharo last weekend and lost against Tani Wharo last weekend narrowly, but that was a good game also. So, they had an international playing in their side, and Maya Hulmoana too, who she'll be looking to go over back to the Roosters this season. So, it's looking interesting right across all the Sevens women's teams.
Yeah, 100%, and of course some good depth coming through too with that Auckland team just finishing up in Australia too. The young team that went over there and carved up all the teams they played.
Yeah, that's really exciting. I love that our the growth of our game and the young girls doing well and return home and feed into this competition.
Yeah, we might even see some of them in this competition. Young, but we'll see. Now it's going to be Howick to kick off. Round 1 action for 2023. Howick Hornets up against City in the green colours, and it's a good kick-off too. All the way down to the goal line comes City with this first carry. And it's Mia Holo, the Auckland Vulcans player from last year, with that first touch. And away goes Pearl Tuitama. Some good tackling coming in from Howick there with Iapolo wearing 10. And away goes Tuitama again. Hit hard though, some good defence.
Good urgency there from Howick to get up in their face, put some pressure on. Good carry by Tanika Jazz.
There's a good carry from here. And now there's the kick. If that player was just slightly offside. Hufanga chasing through, as you can see. So away they're back to Cassie Ormsby. And this set starting about 15 metres out from Howick's line. But a good chase by Hufanga. And here comes Howick with the next play. Sarah Baldwin hit hard. Fortu Moala. How good was her sister in the previous game?
Oh, she was outstanding. Was a little bit worried, thought she was injured there, but they're both outstanding players, the Fortu Moala sisters.
There's the first error, and it's come from Tulu Iapolo. And so it's going to be a City scrum, full set inside Howick's half here. Good start here for City. Always interesting with Bronson Harden coaching this team last year, coached Point Chev last year. Of course, he's been down at Manurewa as well in the past. Very experienced women's coach.
He definitely is well respected amongst the female players and teams of Bronson.
There's the Ryu. Good little cutback run here on the inside from Puru Tongia. So she's on the 40. There's Tuitama once again. Now it's Latour Williams. Very good at post-contact meters, Latour Williams. Tuitama. Next player up here is Mia Holo. Tuitama waits that dummy half again. It's Ryu. Nice little play here. Good tackling from Howick brings down Puru Tongia. Inside the 10 now. City, the first chance to score points in this game. Samita. Back to Latour Williams. And now Tuitama once again. That's Vai. Trying to shrug off those tackles. And Hufanga couldn't get the ball there as City's player Samita, the fullback, taken in possession. So good defensive set there from Howick.
That was a very good defensive set. If she had just got that flick off pass there to Millie Hufanga, Hufanga would have been over without a doubt.
And now here comes Howick through Sarah Baldwin. error. A little mistake here. We'll have seen Nancy Sike injured. Sike playing in last year's grand final against Manurewa. 4-point Chev. Referee Ellison just pausing play here. Pretty even start to this game.
Should get maybe a head knock there.
Sike, a pretty key player for this team, you'd think, as the season goes through.
Yeah, she played very well last year for Point Chevalier, and she also played well in the finals. She's a strong ball carrier, good defender. So, you know, it's good that she's back up on her feet because City will really need her for this contest today.
So Howick coming up out of their own end. Woodman at dummy half. And now here comes Ipolo, Counties player as well from last year. And now goes the dummy half, Sarah Baldwin. She's well wrapped up. Good tackling from Meadow Schaaf in there. Edwards Rua with the ball now for Howick, but for that penalty, not getting one from the referee there.
See the anger in her face.
There's the kick from Davis. Down to Saitama, or Samita rather. Good player, Monica Samita. Came in the Akarana 18s last year, tournament team as the hooker. So she's back at fullback in this game today. And here's Fuli Moatu, Tongan international from 2020. Tuitama at dummy half again. Here's a little weaving run from Morris Ponga. Ruck speed's pretty good for City, isn't it? As Tuitama grabs 10 metres from dummy half and gets the penalty too. It's good play from City.
Definitely good ruck speed there. They're getting up quickly, playing the ball. Howick not sort of slowing that ruck down. So got good yardage there, City, in that set. Now they got the penalty as well.
So Hufanga taking the kick. Not happy with the distance she made there, but
that went backwards.
Yeah, really skewed off the side of her boot. And she'll be at the Broncos later on in the year.
Yeah, super excited for her first NRLW season, and truly deserved.
Absolutely. So here comes City again through Ryu, and now here comes Sike again hitting the line. Pearl Tuitama. And in comes a charging run here from Noble Bell. Noble Bell looking for the offload, or she might score herself. Just taken short. Big run from Tanika Jazz. Noble Bell. And here's a little dart from dummy half. And there's the first score. Tuitama didn't go over. It is number 10, Mia Holo, who's gone over to score the try. Good young prop coming through the system. And it is 4-0 to City.
Too powerful and too strong. Good work here from dummy half though. Just popped out, engaged the marker, and popped off that ball for her to score just beautifully there. She's so strong. I remember tackling her in the last season, and she's such a powerful runner for a young girl. She's got a lot of skill too, so she's got a big future ahead of her.
Yeah, Holo made the Auckland Vulcans team last year. Akarana, a player as well from earlier on as well, and she is a very good prospect for the future. Well, even the now really too, Crystal.
Even the now, I mean, these young girls now are, you know, a lot of these young girls are picking up, you know, long-term contracts in Australia. Some of them 2 years. One of our young girls that have just went over to pay Harvey Norman's picked up a 2-year deal at the Knights, and you know, these are the opportunities that are being presented now, so it's super exciting for the young up-and-coming talent.
And it's only going to increase those opportunities over future years, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. With, you know, the extra teams added with 10 teams now, it's more opportunities for a lot of the girls.
There's Hufanga with the conversion attempt, and she's struck that one well. So Hufanga converts the try, 6-0, and City with the advantage over Howick in this first half. Hope you're enjoying the coverage here of this triple header, round one action of the Women in League 2023 competition here in Auckland. Already we've seen Otara thump Manurewa by 80 points to 6 in the first game, and now City lead this one 6-0. Don't forget we have Mount Albert playing Otahuhu to close out this triple header today, coming up after this game concludes. Sapphire Abraham with the ball there for Howick to restart play. Interesting player as well too, Crystal.
Yeah, she is an interesting player, and she's got a rugby background as well. So
Black Ferns player from 2 years ago.
Yep, she is. So she brings a wealth of professionalism, from that space into this Howick side, and she's a strong ball carrier as well, and obviously skillful. She can kick, and that's an extra sort of arrow that both she has. So she's got a lot to offer.
Yeah, just want to get her hands on the ball, see what she can do, and you can see the wind is going in favour of Howick in this first half. The strong easterly breeze that's blowing today ahead of the storm tomorrow. Going to Mount Smart tomorrow?
No, not tomorrow.
Oh, you might have picked a good day off because it's going to pour with rain. Going to be a storm tomorrow by the time the Roosters play and the Warriors play. Yeah. Oh, man, that's going to be a ripper tomorrow. 4 o'clock kickoff at Mount Smart. Lovely little play from City as they come back towards the halfway. Some pretty strong defence too there on Meadow Schaaf, who's got big, strong, powerful build for a back rower. There goes Tuitama from dummy half. She's made a strong start to the game.
She's been very busy out of dummy half, Tuitama.
And now here comes Va'i with the kick. And now it is going to be Fortu Moala. Big, powerful centres that Howick have. Fortu Moala and Abraham. They've just got to get their hands on the ball. It's going to be the challenge today for Howick. Off comes Jess Marnie off her wing for a touch for the Hornets.
This is Jess Marnie's debut. She's new to league. Exciting to see her come over to play for Howick.
This is Chantel Woodman. Lost the ball there. And the referee is going to award a penalty. Referee Allison. The late call coming in from her. This is good for Howick. They've got a penalty here. Fine touch with the breeze here. So if they execute this next set, Crystal, they'll be right in contention here as Ipolo takes the first carry. They don't go for the touch finder, but that's a good first carry.
I think they might have been put off by the wind there, Glenn, for finding touch.
100%. Sarah Baldwin at dummy half. This is Rua Edwards-Rua. Bit of space on that left flank. Good little late pass to Lafaele. It's still here for Abraham now. Showing her strength is Sapphire Abraham. Oh, they ran out of real estate for Curtis. And it's going to be... That's unfortunate for Howick, but they look promising down that left edge.
Yeah, they definitely did look promising. I thought she might have stayed in, but just got dragged out the side there.
Well, City survive, and it's going to be Morris Ponga to play the ball. And here comes City. They won't want to make a mistake down this end of the field, and they have. Referee says play on. It's Fortu Moala who comes up with the ball. Don't know about you, Crystal. Might have been a little strip there. Yes. But anyway, oh, it's play on. No, the referee has called that a knock on. So a bit of justice perhaps for City there.
It is a bit of justice there. I was thinking the same thing, Glenn. I thought there was a bit of a hand in there with a bit of stripping action. But they've got the ball back, City.
Yeah, just breaking down. Maybe just behind that player, but in the end, it's going to be City possession. They won't want to make a mistake at this end of the field, though. The posts are right there.
Generally want to play it safe around this part of the field, especially when it's windy.
And they're only 10 metres out, remember?
Yeah.
Howick will be keen to try and force the error. No risks, you'd think, from City. There's some tough defence coming in from Lafaele. Wind really picking up now as City Playing into the breeze. Good pass to Hufanga. Look out. She's got space him. Mele Hufanga. And she's off. Hufanga. Oh, she's just too strong and powerful. And Mele Hufanga. Oh, great chase from Curtis to cut her down.
What a tackle.
Well, it was a try saver. It's still there for City, though. And there's Curtis in there again. Saving the day for her team. Tui Tama at dummy half. Now City looking to spread and look for width on this right-hand side, and they're doing an excellent job. And going in to score the try is Yasmin Purutongia. Good score there for City, all off the sensational run from Hufanga. It's 10 points to 0.
I thought that Hufanga was gone there. That was a good little pop pass there by Tanika Jazz, and Mele was nearly gone, nearly all the way. She fended off Futu Moala. She was down the sideline. I think so. Cassie Ormsby coming there to try and attempt the tackle, but she missed too and slipped off, and she was nearly there. I'd say that Curtis Taylor would want to put this on her show. The crowd goes wild.
Yeah. She did well there, Curtis. And she did well to make the next tackle as well. And in the end, it was Yasmin Purutongia who went over to score a very good try for City. You've got to hand it to City there, Crystal. They held their composure there, didn't they?
They did, definitely. And I actually think that Curtis came all the way from her wing, because I'm pretty sure that she's the left wing.
She is.
Chased right across to the other side to chase down Hufanga. So what a great tackle made there.
So Hufanga with the conversion attempt. She made the big run. Oh, Hufanga, what a sensational year she had last year. She's not going to convert that try, though. 10 points to 0. You played with her last year, Crystal.
Yes, I did.
Infectious personality.
Oh, she is. She was actually what we call the CEO of our Kiwi Ferns team. It's the Chief Energy Officer. And she brought all the energy, I tell you. Yeah, she's so much fun, fun to have in the team. And she had so many different fun games. And it's just awesome to have someone like that in your team. It just helps create such a good culture. So, yeah, love playing alongside Mele, and I'm really excited to see what she produces this year at the Broncos.
Well, the draw just came out the other day. It's getting real for all the players now, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It's so exciting. It's I'm getting a bit of FOMO now, just seeing all that being released and seeing all the players and who's playing where.
Well, there's still a few spots up for grabs, though, isn't there, in some teams?
Yeah, definitely. There'll definitely be a lot. And, it's still not until June, so
That's
there's
right.
still a bit of time for people to get put into teams.
100%. All right, so Howick, a couple early tries to City now as we see back comes CK for the City team, who made a pretty solid start to this game. Schaefer again, hit hard. That she did well to bounce out of those pretty aggressive tackles. City still have the ball now. Here's Holo, the first try scorer. Great carry from Mia Holo.
Look at those post-contact meters. She's an absolute beast.
Yeah, she's looking strong, isn't she? And now they're looking to play some football for Hufanga again. Oh, Samita just couldn't handle the ball. Hufanga's pass was almost on the money.
Yeah, look, Mele's telling her what line to run next time.
Yeah. Well, she's a good young player, Monica Samita. As I touched on, she was in the Akarana 18s team last year, so she's only just in fact, this is maybe one of her very first senior games, but she did make the tournament team in that national tournament last year as a hooker, but she's playing fullback today.
Yeah, that's a vast contrast of positions, Glenn, but a lot of these young girls are still trying to find their position, and I know I didn't find my position till I was in my older ages.
Yeah. Away goes Zaid Sarah Baldwin. Howick mainly having possession inside their own half. We'll see if Ormsby can make some yards here. Slow to get out of that one too, Cassie Ormsby.
looked like she might have had her knee twisted. I think they had her around her ankles and twisted her around.
Just a little bit concerned.
She's got a promising future ahead of her too, Glenn. She's been playing in Australia. She's played at Penrith Panthers and the Tasha Gale Cup, and she's played at Wentworth Magpies and also the Brisbane Tigers in the BMD Cup. So she's got a wealth of experience for a very young lady.
Yeah, 23 years of age. Fito Lafaele playing the ball now. Looking down this left edge comes Edwards Rua. Out to Curtis again. She lost it over the sideline, so scragged big time there. And illegally, says the referee, so there's going to be a penalty.
They're going to go for touch this time, or?
Well, penalty's right by the touchline there.
Don't have to worry about the wind there.
No, might as well make, there we are, they made 9 metres.
Yeah.
And now one of the other players, so you see their shoulder injury for one of those City players. Well, best chance here for Howick to get on the scoreboard here too, Crystal. It's haven't really had too many opportunities inside the 20 of the City team so far.
No, they haven't. I was interested in their shape that they were just holding there, so interesting to see what they're going to run off this play here. But first, there's an injury to be sorted.
Oh, but a concern here for the City player. 2 tries in the game so far to Holo and to Puru Tongia. 1 goal to Hufanga, who's 1 from 2. Earlier today, Otara beat Manurewa in the first game by 80 points to 6. Otara looking really good in that game, blowing away the defending champs. This game a lot closer though, as we see Howick come through now through Jasmine Walker. Off the interchange. What can they cook up here through Woodman? There's Lafaele. Good carry from her. She's 5 metres out. Needs some fast play. The ball action here for Sarah Baldwin. And now Woodman again. This is good play for Howick. But City's defence had drifted nicely. Back to Ormsby. Shrugging off that little knee twist a moment ago. Sarah Baldwin, big cutout pass. Just gets to a Howick hand. Lafaele. She can offload in the tackle, might create space. It has. And here goes Abraham. Driving hard as Sapphire Abraham. That's good play. And Howick in to score. It is Sarah Baldwin. Good try for the Hornets. And they're on the board.
Yeah, Saf just too strong there on that left side. I thought that Lisa Rua was going to get scragged down, but she managed to get that offload. See here, she's been playing well this game. Woodman out to Saf. Step back inside. I thought she was going to go herself, and she did a little pop pass to Zaid. And Zaid still had a bit of work to do. Nice try there. Those are Zaid's touch skills that she's bringing in there.
Yeah, Zaid Sarah Baldwin, good player. Howick's player from last year, and look at that. Absolute delight in that Howick team. Go over and score their first try of the season. She's
a really good little player. Oh, Zayda girl, she's she's always open to learning. I played with Zayda at Counties, and her dad was assisting with coaching, but she's always wanting to learn. She's a good little hooker. She's very crafty, and I've just seen her game get better and better over the last couple of years. So exciting for Zaid, and a beautiful try there that she's just scored. Yeah, she's 20. Rookie of the year for the Stingrays last year, I see. Yep. She's still a baby. Still got plenty of years ahead of her. Oops, just off the outside of the boot there. Yeah. She'll be disappointed with that. I'll give her Daryl Halligan's
number for a bit of goal kicking tips. 10 points to 4. It is. Hornets on the board, though. And the impact of Sapphire Abraham can't be ignored there too. And you can see she's a big, powerful player.
Yeah, she's very strong, very powerful, but got skills to go with it. So she's an absolute weapon on the left edge there for Howick.
Good game unfolding here. Both teams looking pretty solid with the ball in hand too, Crystal.
Yeah, it's very exciting. Howick have brought themselves back into the game. They've got their points on the board, so brings the score a bit closer together, so it makes for an exciting match.
There you go, Millie Hufanga, just giving her teammates the word. And look, it's been spread now. This is what we're going to do. Let's see if they can execute it. A little short kick-off maybe on the right. He's going for the high, shortish one. Taken by the try scorer Baldwin. And here comes Walker. Straight into the action again. Jasmine Walker, that's 2 good hit-ups from her off the bench so far for the Hornets. Lafayette. Good carry from her. She's showing out well in this game. Liking her play, the number 11 in the headgear. Baldwin at dummy half. Howick looking to really smoke something on this right-hand side through Toa. Getting organised for the next play. Nice play from Davis. And out to Fortu Moala. Baldwin at dummy half again. Nice hands by Kavia. Howick looking good inside the 20 on the last play. Woodman demanding the ball here. Switch of play. Nice one too to Davis. Davis looking for a rebound. Picked up by Fortu Moala, and it's 6 more tackles.
Great spot for Howick to be with 6 to go.
Well, if they can equalise here, as Ormsby goes from dummy half. Line's right there. Hufanga, though, strong on the tackle. And too strong on the tackle. Maybe just holding down just a touch too long there for referee Ellison.
It's not what City would have wanted right here as a penalty when they're this close.
Here's Walker again. Well, that might be Kavia. In fact, it is Kavia this time. Oh, there's Baldwin. Look at the space. Jeez, it closed quick though, didn't it? Needed to.
Yes, it did. If she had a little dive there, she could have been through.
Davis. What can Toa do here? Rebecca Toa. City's defence has been good so far. There might be some space out on the left for Woodman. There's a late offload to Lafayette. But good tackling from City. They're doing an excellent job to hold out Howick here.
Goal line defence from City has been outstanding.
Oh, not this time,
not
though.
This time.
There's the curse. Lisa Edwards-Rua is over to score the try.
Oh.
2 tries apiece. Good game unfolding here in game number 2 today.
It is. I spoke too soon. It's good work here from Lisa Edwards, though. Just popping out there, reaching over to score that try. Well-deserved try. She's been working well down that left edge. Good awareness from her to see that gap in that space to dive through there. So good to see Lisa doing well in her footy. She's just come back from having a baby recently, and she's in our wider Kiwi Fern squad last season, and she was doing brilliantly. So no, she's doing awesome. She's got a lot of accolades in both touch and rugby league. So she's an outstanding player.
Yeah, an experienced player now, 30 years of age. And has a rich history in rep football too.
Yeah, she was actually on our Warriors side in 2018, and she was sort of fresh on the rugby league scene. I'd been playing a lot of touch with Lisa, but she came into the Warriors squad in 2018, and she was outstanding. So then she went off and had a baby, and she's back again. So it's good to see her back and doing well and loving her footy again.
It's going to be Abraham now to take this conversion. After Baldwin had the first attempt. And Abraham has got that one right on the money. So a good comeback here from Howick. They were 10-0 down, and they now lock it all up. It's 10-all in the first half.
It's another little skill that Abraham has, is goal kicking. So she's a good asset to this Howick side.
Well, it's been a real... It's one of those classic kind of first 30 minutes, hasn't it, really? Where City looked good in the first 15, and now Howick have looked very good in the last 15 minutes, Crystal.
Yeah, definitely. It just goes to show how, how footy can go. It can go either way, and just a flick of the switch, it can come down to fatigue. There's several factors that it can be, but Howick's brought themselves back in the game to draw it up 10-all. So, really exciting match so far.
Yeah, Breeze is still hovering around. Hufunga just waiting for a ball. It's amazing how often we see this. Players hanging around for a ball after a try and a goal.
I'm just wondering where the ball boys are.
Exactly. Well, 2 tries each. Holo and Purutongia for City. Sarah Baldwin and Abraham Rua for Howick. Hufunga's kick is on the money, just landing inside the touchline.
So marginal. It looked like it was going out on the full, and it just bounced in. Great kick.
It means they'll get the feed to the scrum. So Howick now on defence.
Yeah, the call there from their captain, ball security, good call, especially with the wind that's out there.
We'll see what City can execute here. There's Hufunga. Well, it was a set play, but it didn't really get executed that well. But they still have it. Tuitama. And now here's Meadow Shafe.
Good tackle by Lafayette. She's been outstanding this game.
Yeah, she's been exceptional for sure. Tuitama. And now here's Sike. They cut her down very quickly that time. Didn't get those big legs pumping at all. Luck speed a little bit slower this time as City. Well, there's the error from Noble, Bell, and Howick come away with it with Kavia. It's Fortu Mawala. That's what we like to see. Big, strong, athletic centre. And now Curtis with the next carry. Tuitama in to make the tackle. Howick coming off their line here nicely. Good little dab here from Sarah Baldwin amongst big traffic. Good 15-metre gain there for the young hooker. Woodman. Here's Lafayette again. Good run from her. Shrugging off tackles.
Look at her go. She's outstanding.
Here is Howick again. This is Ormsby. Looking for the draw and pass to Kavia. Oh, she needed to pass the ball there. Hufunga locked it up. Ormsby at dummy half. Last play now for the Hornets. What can they cook up here? Woodman, that's good play for Edwards-Rua. And here comes the try for Sapphire Abraham. What about that for rugby league play from the Howick Hornets?
I thought they blew their opportunity there. We could see the numbers were out on the right edge, but they decided to go back to the left side, and what a great decision that was. It was only a matter of time before Abraham was going to score a try, and that moment is now. What a great try.
Sapphire Abraham, imposing physique, but there was some very good lead-up work to this try. Woodman was involved nicely, and that's good play from Edwards-Rua to see the space out on that left flank, and Abraham did the rest.
Yeah, that was a great ball there by Lisa Edwards-Rua. What a great pass. all the way to Sap on that edge to score a brilliant try. And now she's going to attempt to convert her own try.
Well, Howick hit the lead for the first time in the game as well with that. Oh, this looked like City's game, didn't it? When they were 10-0 up, Crystal. Now it looks like Howick's to lose, doesn't it?
Yeah, they had a great opportunity, City, in that earlier set before Howick got the ball back, but that unfortunate drop there by Tanika Jazz was a bit of a bummer, but that sort of gave Howick the opportunity, and they capitalised on that to get a try. Oh.
Hard luck there for Abraham hitting the post. So 14-10 the score remains. Howick, though, with 3 tries on the trot now. To Sarah Baldwin, to Rua Edwards, and Rua and Abraham. Plenty for this team to talk about now. James Sarah out there, barking instructions.
Yeah, pacing up and down the side. (14-10). 7 minutes to play until half-time. Oh, going to be interesting to see how City react to this. Been a real rugby league execution by Howick in the last 15-20 minutes. Played really well. Remember, they got that beautiful kickoff too, but Howick absorbed all the challenges of that. Came out the other end with flying colours. Tiana Kavia playing the ball now for Howick. Maybe some big D coming there from Guthrie for City. Carry from Toa again, and here's Abraham getting stuck in again. Good ruck speed too. Gets Woodman on the front foot for Howick. Ball playing back rower. Makes all the world of difference when someone gets a quick play the ball and you can get that momentum going.
Short arms of Sarah Baldwin. Nice play to Lafaele. Here comes Howick again. Good tackle, though, coming in there from Morris Ponga. But look at the ruck speed. Abraham with the big fend. Oh, and the big show and go. And here's Curtis. And what's the ruling here? It's a penalty, as Curtis was taken just short of the line. Wow, what good play again from Howick.
What about the strength and power from Abraham? Just threw her off. Get off me.
Well, they're feeling confident now, the Hornets, and rightly so too, as Palacio heads down towards the try line. Has she powered over? She has. First touch of the ball for Destiny Palacio, and she's scored a try.
Oh, what a brilliant try. All strength and power, just pushing through and carrying the City girls over the try line with her. Had a bit of help from Lisa Edwards-Dua to help push her over.
Gee, Curtis was close, wasn't she?
She was so close.
And Palacio.
How good, just come on the field and just casually score a try.
Yeah.
Love that.
Well, she's in fact, the try scorer is Leonia Tusani. Let's get that right. Destiny Palacio, we were told, was wearing 20, but she is not. It is definitely Leonia Tusani who has scored the try, 21 years of age. So it's back to Sarah Baldwin with this conversion attempt for Howick. waved that one away. So 18 points to 10. Leonia Tusani with the try for Howick. 4 tries in a row. It's like Howick flipped the switch. They needed 20 minutes of play to warm up.
They were just warming up. But leading into that try, Glenn, there was a great offload there by Lisa Edwards-Rua to Lafaele, who's been just crazy good this game. She's had so many good carries. She's got a great fend, and every time she sort of pokes her nose through and she gets a quick play the ball, which has allowed Howick to get some good momentum. They've had some really good quick play the balls, and they've just got City on the back foot, and they sort of haven't been able to recover, and that's resulted in Howick scoring some back-to-back tries.
So Hufanga tries again. Getting plenty of practice kicking the ball off at the moment. So 2.5 to play. Howick have been sensational at the back end of this first half. And here comes Toa. No errors, they've been getting to their kicks. And here's the try scorer again, Tusani. Tusani over the halfway line. Out it comes towards Abraham's side again, Woodman. Good hands, Abraham this time, they're up in her face. But it's come forward off Paulina Morris Ponga that time. But I think the first knock-on would have come surely from Abraham. So it's going to be City ball, surely. Yes, it is.
See what City can produce here. Haven't had that much possession.
No, and they've not had it in the half of Howick either. It's the thing, if they can, even though they've been really outplayed in the last 20 minutes, Chris, if they can find a try here in these last 90 seconds, only being 4 down, potentially 2 down, that would be pretty, good, not a bad result there for City.
Yeah, that'll be the ideal way for City to finish the first half if they can put another try on the board just before half time. Despite those couple of tries, though, there's been some good defence from City, some really good contact, and some really good tackles. So they had some good line defence there at one point as well, but been some good ruck identity from the halves and the hooker.
Oh, big push there from Howick, but it's worked against them with City grabbing 15 metres. Out there now for City is number 18, Jamie Patuki, a Tongan international from 2020. And now here comes Mia Holo, who got that first try for City. That was another excellent run from her. All of her runs have been very good. Now Tuitama sneaking 15 from dummy half and getting the penalty as well. Well, 30 seconds out from half-time here. Chantel Woodman just getting a clarification from referee Ellison.
I know what Chantel's doing. She's trying to slow things down a little bit.
Absolutely.
She's a smart player. She's been around a long time. Know those old tricks.
Just soaking up another 20 seconds. Now let's see if Noble Bell can set this up for City. Still 15 metres out. There's Patuki again. Big cutout pass for Ryu. That's good play. Morris Ponga for the corner. Is she in for the score? I reckon she got there. Well, referee Allison's going to have a consultation. Korero with the touchy. Is she going to award the try?
That was Lafaele again, I think, there, Glenn. That got on that tackle there in the corner.
Yeah.
Could have made a try-saving tackle here.
Let's see.
What has Nigel got to say?
Well, this could be critical in the outcome of the game here. Right on half-time. This is a try. Howick, hold on. Howick, hold on. Well, that's as good as scoring a 4-pointer at the other end of the field at this stage of the game. And that's brought up the half-time hooter. Let's have a look at it one more time here. Curtis was out on that wing as her opposite number. Yeah, Lafayette did well, didn't she? Don't think she got it down, did she, in the corner? So anyway, that's half-time, and a very good half of rugby league it's been with Howick. Got that 8-point lead. It's 18-10.
The Fijian Cup, supporting grassroots Fiji. With international teams flying in to go up against the best club teams in Fiji. Over 50,000 in prizes for each sport, the Fijian Cup is placing a spotlight on untapped talent. A tournament like no other.
$18-10. It is Howick over City at half-time, and City led 10-0. Only for Howick to come back and score 4 tries in a very impressive performance. And it was a very good effort from, that was the second try, Puru Tongia, to get over for City. Here's the first try here, scored in the game by Mia Holu, who's been one of the best for City. She's been excellent.
She's been outstanding. She's just so powerful. Good game awareness. Here was another try here. Oh, this is the one from...
Yeah, that's the one we saw before.
Puru
But
Tongia.
just one thing I just picked up on the replay, there was Mia Holu's ball handling skills there. In the chain she was, passing it on effectively. But from those 2 tries, it seemed to spark up Howick, didn't it?
Yeah, Lafayette with that beautiful offload and then a flick pass there from Woodman, and then Abraham just stepping back inside, and she got a sneaky little pass away too to Sarah Baldwin, who just dived over to score this try. It was a brilliant try.
Yes, Sarah Baldwin going over to score it, and Lafayette has been involved in the thick of it. She's wearing the headgear there, playing the ball there. Little dart over from Edwards Rua to score the second try. Yep. That brought Howick level, and then this one to Abraham got them the lead here, Crystal.
Yeah, it was a good pass here from Lisa Edwards-Rua. Step back inside from Abraham again to score. She's got a good step off that left foot. We've seen that on several occasions now, which is good for her being on that left edge. Then we've seen this powerful try, just bowling over through everyone, pushing everyone. Bowled over everyone over to the try line. She had a little bit of assistance there from Edwards-Rua as well, but what a brilliant try that was.
Yeah, Leonia Tusani with that last try. That was her first touch of the game. So 18-10, 6 tries in the first half. Even though James Serra's laying down the law there, the Howick coach, he wants this team to go on with it. And I think he knows that City have got some powerful players in their team and are capable of taking the game away from them.
Yeah, definitely. They've got a lot of power. They've got a lot of skill also. But one thing that's I've noticed that's been a massive difference is the ruck speed of the Howick Hornets and their quick play the balls. From who we keep talking about, Lafayette, she's just poking her nose through, getting a quick play the ball, and off the back of that, it's generating good momentum for Howick. They've got a lot of pace, and they've got a crafty and quick little dummy half there who's just popping out and creating good speed, and just got City on the back foot there. So good quick pace side here in Howick. But on the flip side with the City side, they've got a powerful forward pack who just doing damaging runs, and they're playing also. They did some great defence as well. They were on their line, doing back-to-back sets. They got penalised a couple of times, and they held out Howick quite well with their goal line defence. Their front-up contact's been really good as well in Point Chev. Sorry, not Point Chev. I'm looking at their uniform, and they're wearing Point Chev uniform, but they're now called City. They've got some powerful forwards that are doing some damage as well. So, the scoreline is only 8 points the difference. So it's anyone's game at this point, and it's been a really good game to watch.
Well, it's going to be an interesting second half.
Yeah, we keep talking about Lafayette. She was named in the Black Fern squad for 2022 Pacific 4 series. So that's very interesting.
Just see she's played 2 tests last year for New Zealand, but didn't make the World Cup team. So here she is playing rugby league for Howick.
What a great pickup for Howick. I sort of thought I haven't really seen much of her, over the last couple of years. So, and she just stood out like a sore thumb in this game this morning. So she's
played Picky last year for the Blues. Now giving rugby league she was a flanker in rugby union, and now she is playing on the left edge for Howick.
And doing the damage at that.
Absolutely. So second half underway, a little clever or innovative kick-off for City, but there's Sarah Baldwin. So Chantal Woodman. And now straight into the action is Tulu Aipolo. Back out there to start the second half for Howick. Woodman. There's Lafayette being put into a gap here. Away goes the former Black Ferns player in space. Skipping through tackles, looking for that offload. And she gathers over, fires it over to Abraham. Abraham! Oh! Just couldn't quite link up. Got the fake call from Monica Samita, who's got it for City.
Oh, we just finished talking about her, Glenn. She's just so good. I'm so glad that she's come to rugby league, to be honest. I'm not sure if she's still playing rugby, but I'm glad that she's playing rugby league, because what an asset to our game that we love to have her playing rugby league.
Oh, she's a good young player too, 22 years of age, as we see Samita earning her team the penalty. The teenager. Well, great run from Lafayette. Great little pass there to put her into space, and off she went.
Yeah, Lisa Edwards-Rua, she brings her touch skills here. She's putting people into space, as she did with Lafayette just there. It was a brilliant offload to Abraham here, and that we see that step back again, fending through the players. But unfortunately, I think she was a bit confused. I think she had support on the edge there, but it was actually a City player.
Yeah, Samita picking the ball up. City just haven't had any good sets inside Howick's half for a long time in this game now. Maybe this is going to be the one that will spark them up again. And here comes Rebecca Tawa. Or rather, this is Jazz Noble Bell, of course. And now here's Tuitama at dummy half. Nice and flat onto the ball went Putaki. And now here comes Mia Holo once again. This is better from City. And they've got some good ruck speed going on here. Tuitama keeps it on that left side. There's Va'i, and now out to Hufanga. Hufanga! Getting the through the tackle just of Lafayette, but referee had called held. Hufanga showing her potential again, or the big threat she can be, as we see Patuki go down to the 10. Last play now for City. It's Tuitama. Got some space there. Oh, it's been touched, but the referee's picked up a little nudge forward there. So play breaks down for Purutongia. And that little nudge coming forward from Jennifer Rose Ryu.
That was smart there from Howick. There wasn't much going on. They just put a bit of pressure on by pushing up and forced the pass and forced the error. So now Howick a bit back in possession with the ball, and here's Cassie Ormsby taking up their first hit up.
Yeah, Ormsby. Can you get the ball clear out of the danger zone? There's Lafayette again. Sarah Baldwin. Here's Woodman taking a carry up the middle. Chantel Woodman. A little error there. Yep, there was just the tiniest of drop ball. Woodman doesn't like it.
I know what Chantel Woodman's like. She'll be having words to Holo there and saying, come on, tell the ref that I didn't drop it. A little error there. Now City get the ball back.
Cool to see her still playing though, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
You know?
It's so good to see her playing. She's definitely a brilliant player. You know, I played alongside her at Warriors level and also at Kiwi Ferns level. She's a really good player.
Hufanga. She's just getting a little bit clunky on that left-hand side as Filimuatu goes back to the halfway line, the left winger. Here's Samita, the fullback. Hufanga at dummy half. And now here is Guthrie getting the penalty for City. Well, they just take the tap and go, and here comes Noble Bell again. And looking for getting those arms free for an offload there, Crystal. Didn't have a support runner.
Yeah, they're quite deep, the City players.
There's Holo.
There's Holo.
Good tackle on her by her opposite number, that time Ailpolo. Tuitama, City flexing their muscles again. Out it comes to Hufanga. What can she do one-on-one? All that might have drifted forward. Referee says play on. It's Filimuatu. 5 metres out. This is Vai. Good try-saving tackle from Rebecca Tawa right there. Here's Tuitama. Heading it back out towards Noble Bell. Taken high there. And that's just about a penalty try, you reckon? That one right there. Referee says it's a penalty.
Is that 3 penalties in a row there, Glenn?
Yeah, I reckon that was seriously fair income. Close to a penalty try, that one. Well, Howick hanging on here, but only barely. Hufanga. Mia Holo going for 2 tries here. She's very close. Can't reach out, though. Another try-saving tackle from Edwards Rua. Tuitama has a little dab. She's taken. Good tackle from Lafaele. Out it comes to Noble Bell again. She just tries to set it up. 8 metres out. Good goal line D here from Howick. Ryu looking to cook up something here for Purutongia. It's spilled out, and is that going to be allowed? It's not for Morris Ponga. And Howick survive again.
Great goal line defence by Howick. I thought she got the ball out there, but then it looked like it travelled a bit forward.
Tight call, wasn't it?
Very tight call.
Not much in that. But Howick survive.
Great defence by Howick. They had penalty sets back to back to back. I think there was 3 penalties in a row, 3 sets of 6, so they did well to defend their line.
That angle there showed it definitely drifted just a touch forward. From that one right there.
Yeah, that's the angle we needed to see.
So Howick, excellent defensive effort there. And here comes Sarah Baldwin off the back of the scrum. And getting the penalty too. Well, well, well. That's a great spot of the field for Howick to receive a penalty.
They're going for the tap. Yep, looks like it.
Don't want any errors at this end. Tulu Waipolo heads up. Another penalty. Back-to-back penalties for Howick. And just going to take the tap again. Woodman takes the first carry.
She's been good through the middle, Woodman. She, she's good ball playing skills, just goes forward when she needs to, and she just shows her experience.
Nicely hitting up that one was Rebecca Tawa. Well, got to hand it to the Hornets. Some tough goal line D, and they've come out of it nicely, haven't they, with these back-to-back penalties as Kavia takes the next carry. Ormsby, taken nicely by Tuitama. Ormsby looking for that penalty again. Not going to get it on that occasion. Here comes Natua for Howick. Oh. Woodman. He goes to kick to end the set. He's found grass. Curtis chasing through. That come off a City player, but did they play at it? So it's gone out. Howick going to get the ball back. Let's have a look.
It's a good set there by Howick.
Wasn't it a good set?
Very good set.
Everything going well right for them at the moment, isn't it? Back-to-back penalties, now repeat sets. And all of a sudden, City are on their line. Natua. Good tackle from Tuitama. He's left it all out there on the field today. Is Woodman. Can she cook something up? She's going to have a crack herself. Chantel Woodman. Still here as Lafaele goes over and scores a try. She deserves one.
She certainly does deserve a try. She's done all the grind work for everyone else to score tries, and she's finally got one of her own.
Yeah, Tafito Lafaele gets over to score. The former rugby player to Tess Blackburn from last year. And she gets the first try of the second half for the Howick Hornets. 22-10 is the score.
Looked like a bit of a confusion there. They had two people at dummy half there. Maybe that threw the City defence off. The two dummy halves didn't know which way they were going.
Yeah, in the Edwards Ruhr it was. Probably pulled rank on a younger hooker.
Yeah, give me the ball. Get out of the way.
Lafaele, good finish. Going over in the tackle there of
Tanika Jazz.
Yeah, Tanika Jazz, Noble Bell. So there's Lafaele getting the score.
That was actually a good set that they had completed prior to. Good kick down, and unfortunately just hit the leg of one of the City players to go out, and then Howick gained possession again, right by their try line. So they capitalised on that and got 4 more points on the board.
Oh, changing kicker. Here's Cassie Ormsby. He's not going to have the distance, so remains 22-10 rather. Don't forget we have our third game of our triple header coming up after this game, and Mount Albert against Otahu. That is going to be the third and final game today. Earlier it was Otara beating Manurewa by 80 points to 10. No, it wasn't. It was 80 points to 6. Yeah, got to get the score right, don't I? Don't want to give Manurewa 4 extra points, eh, Crystal?
You can do that if you like, Glenn. I think it was 8. You got an extra 0 on there. 8 points to 6.
Yeah, 8 points to 6, yeah. Yeah. Don't forget on Wednesday night, folks, we have the first of our Wednesday night league nights coming up at North Harbour Stadium, live on Sky Sport 4 and YouTube. We're going to have 2 games per Wednesday night all the way through to early August. And first game is going to feature Point Chev, the defending men's champ, who gives an unknown opponent, and that's what I mean unknown is because they're playing today, these teams, to secure Fox Memorial positions in the season. Only 4 teams are definitely in before today's games. So we'll have the other 8 confirmed today, and along with that will be Point Chev's opponent. And then we'll have a women's game on Wednesday night as well. We're going to have Manurewa taking on Mount Albert. So to see Mount Albert and Manurewa in action today as Lafayette loses the ball there. City are going to get an opportunity here. So we'll see those two games, Manarewa and Mount Albert on Wednesday night, and Point Chev against, well, there's a chance it was going to be Glenora, and I thought, oh, that would be a tasty way to start the season. Grand final rematch from last year. So here comes City with an opportunity now. They really need to score next, don't they, to come back into this game as Hufanga tries to wreak some havoc up the middle. Away comes Kamuhemu. He's taken 15 metres out. Patuki at dummy half. Out it comes to CK. CK 5 metres out now. Kamuhemu right by the posts. Here comes Holo. And can she get it down? She's held up over the line, so City will keep the ball.
What a great tackle there by Cassie Ormsby. She just put her body in front, got under the ball and was able to save a try there by Holo, who's scored the first try of the game for City.
Yeah, she'd love a double.
Chantal Woodman's trying to say, hey, the mark's back there.
CK. Still got those competitive juices flowing, has Woodman, and now here's a penalty for a strip. City desperate to get back into this game. Here's Holo again, and she's short. Still a couple of metres away. CK's dropped it. A blue jumper. A player appeared out of nowhere to cause disruption, and now a penalty goes against City.
Trying for the quick tap, but the ref's not abiding by it. No, get back here. It's that time of the game, Glenn, where it becomes down to match of the fittest. Who's got the gas left in the tank to continue for the remaining 24 minutes of the game?
That's for sure. Natua. She's starting to feature nicely now up the middle for Howick in the second half.
Ruck's getting a little bit sloppy.
Yes.
City need to be careful. They might cause some more penalties getting in the ruck like that.
Walker playing the ball. Now Woodman. Good run by Chantal Woodman. Here goes the kick from Charlotte Davis. Finding the turf, and Samita scrambling back there for City.
Good kick chase pressure there too by Howick. Both Charlotte Davis and Lisa Edwards-Lua are both there.
Here's a good run by
Futimuala.
Yeah, Filimuatu. She's done a good job there, and she's taken the quick tap too. No, she's not allowed. It's a shame for her.
Haven't seen much of Sarah. She's such a strong player on the wing. She hasn't had much opportunity with the ball in hand, but when she does have the ball in hand, I know she's a really damaging player.
Yeah, she's been a quiet game, eh?
Yeah, quiet game for her.
Not too many touches. Mind you, really, for long periods, we haven't seen City get too much ball, as we see some attention now for Sarah Baldwin.
Hopefully nothing serious. She's been playing really good.
Live wire. So 22-10, 18-10 was the halftime score. Just the one try in the second half to Lafayette. Sarah Baldwin, Rua Edwards, or Edwards-Rua rather, and Abraham and Tusani, the other try scorers for Howick. Holo and Puru Tongia for City. City trying to drive forward. Strong carry by Puru Tongia. And now here's Morris Ponga. Watuki at dummy half. Guthrie for City. What can they cook up on this left edge? Great hands from Holo, standing wider of the ruck there. Tuitama into dummy half again. Now Guthrie once more. And here comes Samita up from fullback. Trying to sneak around the big middle forwards that Howick have. But they look after her nicely. CK used as a decoy runner. Hufunga looming near. Hufunga chasing through, but Ormsby's got it. And gets it back into the field of play. And Howick survive another set close to their goal line.
What a beautiful safe play by Cassie Ormsby.
Fortu Moala gets those big legs pumping. Oh, she's lost it.
No.
Now, what's the referee going to rule here? Samita looked like she grabbed it fair and square.
It was actually a good strip. What is the ref called here?
I think she's going to allow play to continue.
Just after captain has her say.
Not for the first time in the game. Well, now City through Nancy CK. Surely it's got to be now, Crystal.
Surely.
Can they crack this resolute Howick defence? Noble Bell inside the 10. Tuitama. Here's CK close to the line again. Great little offload late. And driving for the line and getting close as Guthrie.
Oh.
You picked it, Crystal. That looked nasty.
Oh, poor thing. That was horrible. Oh.
Yeah, it was an awkward.
Her body was one way and her knee was the other.
Yeah, it was a really awkward one, wasn't it?
I'd say there'd be some. Oh.
Well, let's hope she's okay.
She looks like she's in a world of pain, and rightly so. That was a horrific positioning of the knee there. It's been outstanding defence from Howick on their goal line.
Yeah, they've been great, haven't they? Couldn't handle the power of Mia Holo in that first half. And then Puru Tongia off that big run from Hufunga down the left flank, scoring on the right-hand side. And that was just good rugby league by City. But other than that, it's been excellent by the team in blue, hasn't it? Look at Woodman barking out instructions there. 36 years of age, Chantel Woodman.
Look very composed, though, this Howick side. I guess they would be when they're 12 points ahead. Is that Guthrie that's injured?
Yes, it's Guthrie, yeah.
She already had that knee strap too, so hopefully she's okay.
Struggling to put any weight on it at all.
Yeah, not a good sign at all.
Got the two teams warming up on the outer field, remember, for our third and final game today. Otahu against Mount Albert. Pinched a few players from a few other clubs, Mount Albert. But good to see them getting a team back into the competition.
Yeah, it is good to see Mount Albert back. They did well when they were in the competition, and as things happen over the years, you know, people migrate to other teams, but they lost their team for a couple of years, so it's really good to see them back in the competition.
City right on the line here. Tuitama tries to get the ball going out of dummy half. Here's Holo again, driving for the line. And Tuitama has a dab herself. Did she lose the ball? Referee's right there. And I think Howick have got the ball back. That was the last play, Crystal.
Oh, last play. Wonder if she was aware of the count. That was good defence there by Woodman. Got right under the ball.
Yeah, Tuitama having a crack there, but couldn't get through those two defenders.
And Futumoala was on the other side.
They've
Great
lost
defense.
it, though. Here's City. Surely they're spreading it here. They can't link up. And it's got into touch. Morris Ponga couldn't get there. Well, the Howick Hornets survive yet again.
They do. Apologising for that pass there. Purutonga apologising to her winger. Sorry about my pass. And Howick Hornets get out of jail free card. Another opportunity here.
Another chance to Chantel Woodman to start saying a few things too.
I think she's apologising for throwing the ball at Tuitama.
I think she's just saying to them, hey, you're liking the way we're playing? I am too. Here's Lafaelia with the first carry. As Natua comes forward again. They just want to get to their kick here, Howick. Here's Walker. Sarah Baldwin waits that dummy half. Got that try in the first half. Oh, they're playing some football here. Here's Curtis. Taylor Curtis. Good tackle from Samita. Lafaele now. Look at the space in the middle here for Tafito Lafaele. Lafaele. 10 metres out, 20 metres out in fact. No, that's 10, isn't it? It is 10. Oh, caught in possession. Oh, referee says that...
marker not square.
Yeah, marker not square, and it's Sarah Filimuatu. But Howick have come 80 metres so far, and they've got a fresh set here. And here comes Kavia. Driven back nicely, that time by the City defence. But they're under the pump out now. Here, City, Lafaele again. The try line's right there. Lafaele, can she get it down? She can. Tafito Lafaele and Howick go clear again. 26 unanswered points in the game now. And she's got two tries.
Look at the power. Spins around, slams the ball down one hand. I don't know too many females that can hold the ball like that in one hand, to be honest. So that's an actual skill in itself. But look at her, she's so strong, so powerful. What a beautiful try by Lafaele. Man of the match from me, Glenn.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, woman of the match.
Woman of the match, yeah, well, player of the match. But you got to say, you talk about, opportunities at the next level, even though she's obviously very green at the sport, having played rugby, it looks like, for the most of her life. Why, gee, she's got some prospects in rugby league.
Oh, she definitely does. And I'm just so grateful that they have the likes of this live streaming for the women's games to get a bit more exposure to the likes of, players like Lafaele who can get a looking at from people who get to see these live streams and, potentially, scouts and whatnot. Because, man, she would be brilliant in the NRLW. Even though she's green to the game, she comes with, obviously rugby skills. And she's executing that through rugby league, and what a brilliant player she is.
Well, you'd never know, looking at her, that this might be one of her first games of rugby league, quite frankly.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
You'd never know.
You'd never know. Like, she's just playing like she's been playing for years.
Well, now Charlotte Davis is going to have a crack at this conversion. So we've had 4 different goal kickers now for Howick.
I guess that's what happens in the beginning of the season. First game of the season, everyone's getting tested. Everyone who's going to be the goal kicker? Well, let's just put everyone to the test, see who gets the most kicks over or who can get a kick over, and you're it for the season. Let's see if Charlotte Davis can get this one over.
So Davis with this conversion attempt to really give City the opportunity, or the real big task of coming back into the game. Just didn't quite have the legs there for Davis. So 26 points to 10, the score remains to the Howick Hornets.
How many conversions have they got, Glenn?
Just one.
Just one, and that was Abraham, I guess. Well,
correct.
I think going forward she must be the kicker, because everyone else has failed.
That's right. 6 tries now in the game for Howick. I'm surprised we didn't see her come back and take the other kicks. You know, the one that Davis just had, and Ormsby too.
So 5 misses, that could have put the score to 36-10.
Yeah. Well, City just not quite executing. They've had opportunities in the second half, haven't they, as Natua comes back here for Howick. Yeah, they've had their opportunities, City, in the second half. Some very good goal line defence for Howick. Has got them home so far, and it looks like it might get them home in the game. 3 converted tries to City now required for them to win the game. And another penalty goes against City. That penalty count in the second half has been against them too, hasn't it?
Yeah, that really stings you when you're getting penalised back to back to back. Having to defend, get so much more fatigue, then come attack, you're just so tired, haven't got the gas to sort of do anything with the ball in hand.
So here's Sarah Baldwin and now Natua. Good tackling that time by City. Sarah Baldwin. Woodman. Backline's very deep, isn't it? Oh, good little surge here from Edwards Rua. Here's Lafaele. Opportunity down this left edge again for Tafito Lafaele. Five metres out. And now it's Kavia setting it up right by the post on the last play. Another really good set for the Howick Hornets. Woodman with the kick. Bounce could be critical here. Philly Mwata has it for City. And City got 90 metres to go.
Puru Tongia, she's a good player too. We haven't seen as much from her either. The edges haven't sort of been brought that much into the game, and sort of that's where a lot of their strength is for City, on the edges, but I'd like to see more of it.
Nice hands from Noble Bell. "27 years of age now, Noble Bell. Still got a lot of time left in the sport if she wants it. Now here's Mia Holo. Taken by Kavia. Tuitama at dummy half. On the halfway line. Ryu, space for her, but taken strongly by Lafaele, and that is the error. Just a little nudge there, and Lafaele in there on defence this time.
Did you see where Lafaele was? She was already pushed right up. That line speed from her. I don't know if it's something from rugby where she was sort of been around the ruck, but that was impressive.
Curtis with the first carry. Away goes Sarah Baldwin. Good little dab from dummy half. Sarah Baldwin right up the middle. Stepping Samita, no. Good tackle from Monica Samita. Howick can now have the chance to really ice the game. Curtis has stayed close to the ruck. Taylor Curtis. That should give time for City's defence to hit the reset button.
Back in the play there, Glenn, I think Tuitama was injured. Now Sarah Baldwin's... Oh, no, I think she's got cramp.
Cramp, yeah. Well, like in the last game, we saw a bit of cramp in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, first game back, everyone's got that lactic acid build up and cramping away. Usually it's the people that haven't worked hard in pre-season, I say, but I know for a fact that she would have been working hard in pre-season, so that's not the case for her. She's probably just been overworked.
Got yourself out of trouble there, mate. You can see Otahuhu warming up in the background there. Oh, she's still struggling with this cramp.
You can see the muscle cramped up there.
It's not a pleasant feeling cramp, is it?
She's super fit too, so... Not the case with her that she hasn't worked hard in pre-season, I know that much.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you can see Otahuhu warming up in the background. And here they are. Otahuhu and the Leopards playing the Mount Albert Lionesses coming up next. So that we're looking forward to that game. There's some pretty decent players coming up in both teams. Angelina Leotower I see playing today for the Leopards.
Yeah.
Which is cool to see.
Good to see Angie back. I know she played a couple of games last season, but she's always a brilliant player to watch and even more brilliant player to play alongside.
Yeah, good to see her back. So we're looking forward to seeing what impact she can have on the next game against the Mount Albert team, as we see Tusani. Try scorer in the first half for Howick, remember, with their first touch. Woodman getting a little wraparound play. It was well read that time by the City defence. As we come up to the last 10 minutes. Now Davis, a little kick through. It's fallen nicely here for City though, and they've got it. Time is becoming the enemy now for City. 3 converted tries they need as Paulina Morris-Ponga takes a run.
It was a good tackle by Lafayette, but she got up straight away. I don't think she realised you've got to try and hold them down, not like rugby where you get straight off the ground.
Yes. Kamuhemu. Yeah, old habits die hard, and there's a little error from Kamuhemu in the play the ball. Referee Allison. Woodman now just taking a moment to get composed. So we've had 6 tries in the game to Howick, 2 in the second half. City haven't scored since they led 10-0 in the first 15 minutes, I want to say, in the first half.
Yeah, they've struggled to find their way back into the game, City. But Howick's just been dominant. Since they scored their first try. Seen some good attacking plays from Howick and some really solid defence where they defended their line for 3 back-to-back sets. So it's only early in the season where you never sort of know what's going to happen, but Howick are looking very strong for the season ahead.
Yeah, they're going to be a good side.
And so are Otara.
Otara look great.
Yeah, watching them this earlier today, they were outstanding. They played so well. Anessa Biddle, she was brilliant. It's good to see Netta Nuasala playing before she heads off to the Broncos. So yeah, it's very, very promising for the women's competition to see, other teams doing well as well, not just the same teams dominating. So it's awesome to see.
Yeah, that Otara team. It wasn't just Nuasala up the middle. They had 3 or 4 very powerful and athletic ball running props in their team. Well, here's Sarah Baldwin off the back of the scrum here for Howick. Edwards Rua feeding Natua, who's had a very good second half. She's driving those legs forward again. Sarah Baldwin swings it out to Chantel Woodman. And here comes Tusani once again. Tusani driving close to the line. Tusani close again. Sarah Baldwin. That's Davis. Now Ormsby. For Tumawala. Just losing her way just a touch as Tawa picks up the dregs. Davis into dummy half. Woodman. Now Tusani once again. Tusani. Sarah Baldwin. Edwards Rua. Lafayette skipping through tackles again. This time she's well looked after. Hufanga's got her that time. But it's still an opportunity on the short side here. That's the try line right there. Davis just couldn't quite link up with Curtis. Edwards Rua. All a little messy. And it's been lost forward. Well, for one of the few times in the game, Crystal, just the Howick Hornets team just looking a little disorganised.
Yeah, they look a little bit disjointed in that set. Maybe it's a little bit of fatigue, creeping in. Obviously, we've seen some cramping happening and another one happening right now. But yeah, they did look a little bit just disjointed in that set in particular, especially, being in the good ball area. You'd sort of think that they would have a little bit more up their sleeve, but maybe people are a little bit tired and you kind of revert back to the just up the guts type play, the one off the ruck style type of play. So, and then obviously just a little error there.
Well, City survived, but time's really against them now, isn't it? 3 converted tries in 7 minutes. That's a hard ask. Don't forget, we've got our third and final game of the triple header today, round 1 of the Women in League competition here in the Premier Auckland competition for 2023. Tahuhu versus Mount Albert coming up. More league coming up tomorrow, of course. The Warriors against the Roosters at Mount Smart at 4 o'clock. Good tackle coming in from Hornsby. And then next rugby league coming up on Wednesday night on Sky Sport, with a men's and women's double header from the Auckland competitions. So you can join us for all of those games. Fili Moeatu plays it for City. Here's Holo, who's been one of the best for City in this game. Sike comes up towards the 30. In fact, she's on the 40 now for City. It was Kamuhemu at dummy half now. Hufanga. It's a little better, but it's the handover. It's the last play. Didn't get to their kick.
Not sure if they're not aware of the count or if that was the play that they were looking for. Because you'd think that they'd be looking for a kick, but in saying that, if Hufanga had got through that gap, she would have been gone.
Well, Tafuta Lafayette has been very good. She plays the ball right on that halfway line. Polo. Off goes Davis. There's Fortu Mawala. Davis looking for some organisation. Just going to take the carry for Aipolo. And it's a good one too. From Tulu Aipolo. Down to the 10 she goes. Howick looking good once more in this contest. Woodman sweeps it out to Ormsby, who's in the line. Cassie Ormsby. She slams it home. And that is a very good try for the Hornets. Third try off the second half. And they ease clear.
Well deserved try there by Cassie Ormsby. She's done some brilliant things on defence, and now she's got her chance to score a try. Powerful. She got through a prop there to dive over and score that try as well through Seke, and What a brilliant try by Cassie Ormsby.
Yeah, Ormsby right on the line there. Back home after stints in Australia and loves to score tries, as everyone does. 30 points to 10, and those 30 points have come on the trot for the Hornets, who really have kicked clear of this new team called City, the combined Point Chev Ponsonby team.
Who's the kicker going to be this time, Glenn?
Well, it's not Ormsby. It's going to be Charlotte Davis again. She missed Rafaeli's second try. This one's a bit handy to the post, though, isn't it? How about the goal kicking from McKinley Saravaku in the previous game? She only missed, what was her stats? 11 from 13.
Yeah, she was really good.
Yeah. Well, that one got converted, though, by Davis, so she's 1 from 2 on the day. 32 to 10. Very good opening to the season for Howick.
Very good. So kicking duties will come down to Davis or Abraham now.
Yeah.
They got one each, one apiece.
Here's Hufanga. So this game in the bank too for the Howick Hornets. With just less than 2 minutes to go now. Hufanga going short. But that was too long to be a short kickoff as Sarah Baldwin sneaks through. Some great footwork there from her. She has had an excellent all-round game, the young hooker. Howick again coming through the middle. Behind the ruck that time. Here comes another surge from Iapolo. Woodman slots into dummy half. Howick might fancy themselves a chance for one more try here, with not much movement on that City defence anymore as Dawa. Here it comes to Woodman. The try line's right there again. Good play for Davis. Charlotte Davis goes over. Scores a pretty comfortable try there. Right on the hooter. And that is that for the Howick Hornets.
What a brilliant game by Howick. So pretty to watch. Great on attack. Some good attacking plays. As we see the try here. Good run here by Rebecca Tawa. Got through a couple of defenders, fended her off. Nice little offload to Woodman, who I thought was going to go herself, but she got a little pop pass away to Davis, who stepped back inside to score a beautiful try right on the hooter.
Yeah, lovely try.
Smiles all around from Howick.
Well deserved and thoroughly deserved comfortable victories it turned out for Howick, who just ground down City, especially in that latter half of the first half. And then some really tough defence at the start of the second half too helped Crystal, didn't it?
Yeah, definitely did. Oh, look, we got another kicker.
Oh, Chantal Woodman's going to have a crack.
Yeah. 5 kickers. What a talented team. Everybody can kick.
Well, everyone can kick, but not many can get them over.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if Woodman can make me a fool by converting this try.
Chantal's got her daughter right next to her. And she got it.
So Woodman gets the conversion. And that's excellent reward for Howick. Thoroughly deserved winners. Raced away over City in the end, win it by 38 points to 10. 4 tries in the first half, 4 in the second. A very good day at the office for the Howick Hornets as they start 2023 with a good win over City, the new combined team from Point Chev and Ponsonby.
See John Totari there just taking a video. She'll be one of their key players that'll be back soon. She's one of their most experienced and players from last year that was outstanding. So she'll be back soon to even strengthen this team a bit more. So Howick will lift even further than what they did today.
So there we are, 38 points to 10. That's game number 2 of our triple header done. But stay with us. We've got our third and final game coming up next. Otahuhu up against Mount Albert.